Courgette Semi. Hi everyone, it's Courgette Semi, founder of Centre Balance, and today I'll be talking to you about chronic pain and just different ways of looking at it, things that you might not have thought of before, all really coming from what I learnt about pain through my recovery from fibromyalgia, arthritis, neuromas. So let's first look at what would happen if we didn't have any pain. So while I was researching pain during my recovery, I found that there's a very small percentage of people in the world who don't experience any pain. And I remember thinking at the time that, oh, I'd absolutely love that, because I had pain from my head to my toe, my toes, my clothes hurt, everything hurt. It was difficult to sit, stand or lie down. I had constant agonizing pain. So I just thought, oh, that would be a godsend, until I read further and discovered that actually people who don't feel pain don't actually live as long as we do. Their lifespan is shorter. This really fascinated me because I'd never considered this before, and you probably haven't either. So why did they not live as long as we do? Well, there were three main reasons. One, because if anything was going on wrong in their body, they wouldn't feel the pain. So it's almost like they wouldn't feel the warning sign, and then they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. So internally, they wouldn't know if they had a disease, an illness, any condition. I wonder if they'd even feel a heart attack. So you can see that could be quite a significant reason why they might not live that long. So the second reason was that they wouldn't feel pain or if they injured themselves. So when we cut ourselves or burn ourselves or fall over, we feel the pain instantly, and we'll pull away from what's causing us harm. They actually wouldn't feel the pain. So if their hand was in a fire, they wouldn't feel it unless they noticed that, oh, you know, my hand's in the fire. Or if they cut themselves, they wouldn't instantly pull away, so they'd hurt themselves much more badly, much worse than we would. And the third reason was that because they weren't feeling pain, they could hurt themselves, so they'd have to be on high alert for anything that could cause them danger. So imagine waking up in the morning and having to really scout your whole environment if you went anywhere, just to make sure that you couldn't hurt yourself. That would be so exhausting and draining, doing that from the moment you woke up till the moment you went to bed. So there are a few reasons why pain might be a good thing. So it helps to keep you safe from harm, from when you injure yourself. It helps to minimize it. It's that warning sign if something is going wrong in your body. And it stops you needing to be in high alert or stress mode where your body doesn't work properly, because you know, because you feel pain, that you're going to feel that warning sign. So that's the first thing I wanted you to consider, because it starts to shift what you think about pain. So how do you feel when you're in pain? I know when I was in pain, it was frustrating, it was draining, it was all agonizing, it was devastating. It stopped me doing all the things I wanted to do, and some I didn't, I have to admit that. And really I resented it. Sometimes I was angry, sometimes I was just really low. So pain has lots of emotions related to it. Now, because now you can see that actually there is a benefit to it. There's a huge benefit to having pain. It might help you with some of those emotions if you're currently experiencing chronic pain. Now, I'm only talking about chronic pain, which is pain that keeps coming back, keeps reoccurring, or is there pretty much most of the time, or you've had it longer than 6 months. So So that's just a couple of ways that pain's beneficial, and the emotions that we might feel that are actually totally unhelpful, because all those emotions are low vibration. They increase stress in the body, which locks in the pain for much, much longer. Your body can only heal chronic pain when it's in relax and digest mode or parasympathetic mode. It definitely, your body just doesn't work as well. Your immune system doesn't work as well. Systems in your body shut down when you're in stress. So if you've got chronic pain at the moment, really you want to reduce your stress as much as you possibly can, because then your body's actually going to get an environment in which it can heal. The other thing about chronic pain, if it doesn't heal and go away, it means there's something underlying it. Now, chronic pain often has emotions, unresolved emotions, and beliefs that actually aren't true, things that you might believe about yourself or about the world around you. And pain normally has emotions and beliefs associated or linked with it. If it heals, that's great, because that means there isn't anything underlying it. But chronic pain, I haven't come across anyone who hasn't got unresolved emotions, unresolved experiences and beliefs that weren't true for them anymore. They might have been true when they were young, but they're not true for them anymore. The last thing I wanted to talk about was how we treat our pain. Often we don't give it the time or the space that it needs. We don't hear it, we don't understand it, and we definitely don't listen to it. Your body, when you've got chronic pain, is actually communicating with you. That pain holds clues, energy trails that you can follow to find out the underlying cause, get to the heart of it. And chronic pain is actually a message, a communication from your body to you. Now, we don't often give it time and space. We might take painkillers, and I know some of us really do need to take them. Short term, that's fine if you're working on the underlying causes, but long term, if you're just taking medication, you're just managing your pain level. You're not actually getting to a place where you could actually be pain-free. And you also want to think about the long-term side effects of many painkillers, because they can actually sensitize your body, so you could experience increasing pain. So imagine your pain, if you've got pain in any particular part of your body, chronic pain that is, imagine it was a child who needed help. A child who was maybe sitting on the pavement and it was all alone. It was neglected and it needed help. This is how I consider pain, actually, because I wouldn't walk past that child, and I don't think many of us would. We'd sit down next to it. We'd sit next to that child, and if it needed comfort, we'd comfort it. And we'd listen, we'd ask, what's the problem? What's happened to you? Why are you upset? Why are you in pain? We'd ask to gain some understanding. Now, I consider pain to be that lonely, neglected, upset, hurting child. So you really want to connect to the pain rather than push it away, because you wouldn't go up to that child and say, just go away. That's what we often do with our pain. So really consider, give yourself some time to just connect to that pain, to breathe through it, to ask and think about, well, what actually is it about, to try and gain some understanding, because you will find a message, a communication. There will be something that needs to be resolved. Often we don't allow ourselves to feel our emotions, we push them away, we suppress them, and we think it's all done and dusted. Now, those actually get stored in your body. if you imagine the emotion of anger, that feeling of anger, there's almost a charge in your body. Every emotion has an energy to it. And when we don't process and allow it to flow through and all the chemicals flow through our body the way they're supposed to, they kind of get locked and stored in our body. Our body really is a history book of our whole life, of all the experiences and all those things that we haven't actually processed or resolved or completed. So it's really an accumulative thing that happens, and chronic pain, that's why we often get chronic pain later in life, because we've got all these things stored up, all these emotions and unresolved, unprocessed memories and experiences, and our body starts to struggle because storing those in your body, pushing them away, keeping them down, keeping them away from you, actually uses up a lot of energy. So if you have chronic pain, I just wanted you to start to think about pain in a completely different way, just so that you could gain the benefit and get the message and the connection to it, so that you can actually resolve it and be pain-free. That's exactly what I did when I had fibromyalgia and arthritis. I went to those emotions and you know, they flow through your body, they get resolved. I went to those beliefs that I'd made as a child through my own experiences, and it actually changed everything. I'm vibrantly healthy. I don't need to take medication anymore. And I didn't take it for very long, which was a good thing, but my body rejected it rather than me not wanting to take it. And it does change everything because you're getting to the underlying causes. Just like that river that I talked about in some previous videos, that you're actually getting to the cause so the water can flow and then life can flourish. Your body will be energized, and this is a complete and utter transformation, but it means a change. It means a different understanding, gaining a different understanding of chronic pain, of what it is. Lots of things cause it, and I'll cover that in a different video, but there's a key emotional and belief and value part of it that is never often looked at. We often think that the pain we're getting now is because of something that's happening now, but often it's a lot to do with those old past experiences, memories, unresolved energy in your body that's stuck there, and your body's starting to struggle. So I hope that's given you a few things to think about. Connect to your pain. Ask yourself, what's this really about? Try and get underneath it, and try, if you possibly can, to relax, breathe and keep your body as stress-free as possible if you have got pain, because then your body can come and start to heal it. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Please like Centre Balance Global on Facebook if you want to see more of them, and I'll be looking to tell you more about all the different things that actually can cause chronic pain. But I wanted to give you a shift in perspective today. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.